Mother premiered in 2017 and was written and produced by Darren Aronofsky. In this video essay, I will explore and detail the predominant themes that shaped the film. Themes such as Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, and human ego. To begin this analysis, we must look at the main characters first. Javier Bardem plays him, and Jennifer Lawrence plays Veronica. Bardem plays a well-known writer who is working on his next big piece. Although he spends a lot of time in his study, he is not motivated or passionate about anything in his current life. Therefore, he's experiencing writer's block and blames this lack of motivation on his wife. Because of that, we see him give outsiders more importance than he does his wife. Bardem's character gains the passion and motivation he was craving from the random strangers that arrive at his home. He is so infatuated with being recognized that he neglects his own relationship. Jennifer Lawrence plays Veronica, the young and beautiful wife of the well-known writer. In this scene, we see her journey throughout the house in different rooms as she plans the renovations of painting and moving and decorating this new home. As a young wife, she is trying her best to please her husband in every way possible. That is why, in order to avoid distracting him, she has taken up the duty of renovating this house. Veronica symbolizes God's trial and error when it came to creating woman out of man's rib. Biblically, God went through Lilith first before settling on Eve. But just as Eve tempted Adam with the fruit, Veronica tempts her husband with her presence and the fruit of her womb. Veronica strays her husband away from his potential by deeming herself more important than his writing. When her husband's followers begin to arrive at the home, they also blame her for distracting him from his work. Veronica is blamed for her husband's sin, just as Eve was blamed when Adam was asked why he ate the fruit of the tree. In this case, the house serves as a physical representation of Veronica and her emotional trials throughout the film. The house is broken and bleeds and eventually gets burned. In this scene, we see the husband's followers break off a whole wall in the kitchen. Then the water pipes burst, making Veronica upset at the recklessness that her unwanted guests are bringing into her house. The house also represents the Garden of Eden. Due to how its immaculate conception came to be, the house is made for Veronica and her husband, just as the Garden of Eden was meant to be for Adam and Eve. Here is where both of them experience the beginning and the thing of which binds them together in marriage, and eventually what will get them through parenthood. A man in his ego will truly never be satisfied. Veronica's husband was not content with just having Veronica be at his side. He welcomed anyone and everyone who would be willing to give him some sort of praise, eventually leading to a mob of strangers occupying Veronica's house, all of them claiming to be there to glance at her husband's new work. Veronica becomes very upset at her husband for allowing all of these people into their home. She doesn't understand why he needs to be validated by complete and total strangers, which is why at the end of the film we see her walk away from her husband and her husband be swallowed by the crowd. Finally, she decides that she doesn't want to be part of what fuels her husband's God complex. Throughout the film, we see Veronica try her best to be selfless, but it was not enough to keep her husband. Thank you for watching my video essay in which I explored the prominent themes and details that are shown throughout the film Mother by Darren Aronofsky that premiered in 2017. Hopefully, my take on this film gave you a new perspective on the different themes that are explored throughout.